One thing you know about me is that I'm keen for Keno. But what about all the wasted time when I'm on the way to Keno and I can't play Keno? Is there an app for that? Kenos.
Could I do the Lucky Deluxe Ultra Wash, please?
Add some thrill to your wait with the thrill of a $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Keno Go. Download the app now.
Sadly, he lost and they repossessed his car. The real gamble is whether Keno Go can get away with stealing Prime's logo. Also, this sting sounded familiar. Where have I heard that? Oh... Liana, can Keno Go bet big on boredom?
Our industry cannot help but use nostalgia as a shortcut to affinity, and I think it's insane that they spend 20 seconds making this fanciful, you know, colourful Barbie 50s retro world that's way more fun than a regular car wash, to then tell you that you can go on your phone while all this amazing stuff is happening around you for the thrill of the wait. It just doesn't land for me, and I feel like maybe they could have spent more time explaining what Keno Go was.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one time where you're like, get out your phone and film what's happening at this car wash. It's entertaining, right?
This ad, I think, makes me feel deeply uncomfortable, though, Will, because it preys on a consumer behaviour in young men, which is that they have to pick up a phone to be entertained and stimulated whenever they're on their own. And I think, given that young men are the most prone to developing gambling addictions, I think this ad feels wrong. But I think there's an interesting plot twist that's going on with young 18 to 24-year-old men, which is all about they're taking long-haul flights and not having any entertainment or stimulation. So no phone, no book, no music, no movies, just self-reflection and the flight map. So I think that smashes the premise that this whole ad is based on, that when we're alone we need to pick up something and drive some stimulation. And it's called raw dogging.
That's not what that is.
No, I kid you not, it's everywhere at the moment. It's the latest travel craze.
So you're saying that raw dogging is everywhere, is that what you're... Can I quote you on that, Sunita?
No, I'm
on
saying,
the ABC?
Isn't it great that young men are embracing the wait?
For me, it's like the old cigarette ads, and they're on as often as cigarette ads used to be on when I was young. And that's the thing, this is an addictive thing. Gambling is an addiction, and they're selling it in exactly the same way as cigarettes used to be sold, and they're repeating it to death. So the boredom they're talking about is not defeated by the ad or the Keno, it's defeated by the mute, the fast forward and the turn the channel button, because that ad is driving me slowly mental.
Yeah. I mean,
Todd, you love raw dogging, so...
I'm gonna raw dog when I get home.
Oh, no!
So
Please don't.
Keno is impulse betting. I mean, two words that shouldn't go together. And isn't it peculiar that advertising, like we often say, oh, I don't know what works, what doesn't work within advertising. Unfortunately, advertising seems to work for all the bad things. Smoking, gambling, Hubble. And there is a direct correlation now between the amount of gambling ads that go out there and people's propensity to gamble, particularly among the vulnerable end, which are young people. So whether you look at this ad and you go, oh, it's all, you know, fun and games and all lifestyle and happy, it's not about whether this specific thing works. The reality is we are flooding, particularly young people, with gambling ads through sport, and that's a problem. Whether you like this or don't like this, it's part of the problem.